EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Glenn. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Colts.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Glenn. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw on 2nd down. Glenn. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. First and 10, Taylor now. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. He's brought down. A pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down mark.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fielded in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Taylor. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
Jonathan Taylor. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is
earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Steps away. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Watson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the 50, it's Watson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Pass the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14. Colts 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll take a shot downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Glenn. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
At the 27-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now, Watson. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
From the gun again to Penny. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
7-yard line.
Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Given 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
6-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and
the 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. Check it back.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And goal to go.
Watson off play action. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Touchdown, Texans.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Off play action. Glenn. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Glenn. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Glenn. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st down, Glenn. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Now a 1st down throw. Watson flushed out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First down.
He got 29 yards that time.
8-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson dropping it off underneath. Here's Pirine. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To the air yet again, Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 17 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Crack on 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun, Glenn. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Check 43.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
53 is the mic. Get your swerve on. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Glenn. Campbell making the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
A gain of 12.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And sacked by Ben Bannigan.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. 55. Check 3. Check 3.
Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he finds Penny. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Watson. Being chased out left. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Steps away to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And this offense continues to pour it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Rashad Penny, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Texans 49. Colts 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Quit talking about it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Taylor. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the field.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Penny on first down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Switch.
Now Rashad Penny. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5. Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle